Hi, my name is Jennifer Cooper and I'm with JKC Mobile Notary and this is my YouTube channel and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I am specifically talking to realtors. So if you are a realtor and you're in real estate, I hope you stick around to learn how to build your team to make you the most desired realtor in your area. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Hi, I'm Jen, and I'm really glad you're here. Before we get started, if you would like, subscribe, and follow and share and all of those things, today's video, I'd really appreciate it. I put out videos every Sunday. Oh, my eyes look a little crazy. Every Sunday, and topics about entrepreneurship, notary business, lifestyle, things like that. So I will hope that you would come back and come see me again. Okay, so I am a notary public, loan signing agent, and I want to talk to realtors. I want to talk to you about building a dream team, a powerhouse team. I want to talk about your role in this industry if you weren't fully aware of it. And most realtors will be, but in case you aren't, this is here to help a little bit. So the first thing I want to tell you is, as a realtor in the whole entire real estate transaction, you are the head honcho. You are who everybody wants to work with and find. You are who everybody markets to. You have the power to choose every professional in the real estate industry that helps that sale, purchase go from beginning to end. You can pick who you work with. And I don't know if you know that, but it's an important thing for you to understand because you are the head honcho, you are the top of the food chain, whatever you want to say in a real estate transaction, you are it. So I want to give you some advice on how to go about building the perfect team so that you can present yourself to your clients and your customers as a one-stop shop. And trust that everybody in the processes that they're going to be going, that your customers are going to be going through, you trust that all those people are going to do their jobs the way you want them to do it and the way you would do your job. So let's start with your first team member, and that should be your lender and loan officer. And you might want to have a couple of these because everybody who's going to come buy or sell a house has different situations in their lives going on. Like you've got veterans, you might want to have somebody that specializes in veterans. You might want to have a lender that specializes in new home buyers, first-time home buyers, that kind of thing. But you want to find a lender. You want to find a lender who has the same values as you do, who has the same priorities as you do when it comes to how they're going to deal with your customers, with your clients, that you get along with, that you enjoy spending time with is a great bonus to having this person as part of your team. And having a couple of them and the loan officers that go with those lenders to work with really gives you a cutting edge to your competitors, because when I am going to find a realtor to buy a house, first of all, you know it, that whole experience is both exciting and a little bit daunting. Where am I going to get funding? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? But if you are a one-stop shop and you can answer that question with this amazing team and call them that, I have a dream team of professionals in this industry, it makes you so much more valuable. So, lender, loan officer, get your hands on some of them. The next professional you need to add is going to be title and escrow, an escrow agent, escrow officer, a title company. These also, you might want more than one because depending on who works well with your lender and also with your notary, because that's the third part of your team, you might want to have a couple options. But same thing goes here, is you want somebody who values your customer, who values you, and in that is going to value your customer, is going to do their best work for your customer and make it as easy and seamless as possible. You want to find people that you enjoy working with, that you really value how they work, and you're proud to put your name behind them. Because let's be really honest here. Every step of this journey, from the time you meet your clients to the time you show them a property till they pick it, every person they interact, if they are awful or rude or make mistakes, it's all going to fall back on you. I know you've felt it before. I know you've experienced it before, but it's all going to fall back on you. And you can avoid that if you pick a team that you love and that you know is going to take care of you. So there's that. The last member of this team needs to be your notary. And so I'm speaking to you about this from that role, right? I am a notary and loan signing agent. I have signed thousands of real estate documents, and I have encountered a lot of different kinds of notaries, and I want to give you some advice on how to pick the right one. One, their personality matters. This person is the only other person in this entire transaction that's going to sit down face to face with your clients. How they how they carry themselves, how they communicate, how they present themselves. That's a really important, not superficial thing to take in consideration when you are picking a notary to do a signing with your clients. And a notary, a loan signing agent, has to have a certain amount of training. They have to know what they're doing. And their whole purpose, besides notarizing the few pages in that package that has to be notarized, is to be able to calmly and expertly walk your signers through the 150, 250 pages, right? Notaries can't explain in detail. They can give an overview. I can give an overview of a P-Corps. I can give an overview of almost any document in a real estate package, so it helps them make sense. In California, we have the California, my brain just stopped. There's one form about the loan, when the loan funds and when the interest rates come. Per diem, the California per diem interest rate. Yeah, that's a tricky one, and I can explain it to clients. But I can't tell them what to do, you know? So you need to find a notary who knows their stuff. When you have a lender and you have an escrow, they're going to have some favorite notaries. And that's a great starting point for you. Why don't you set up some time to meet these notaries? Why don't you invite them to sign one of your signings and attend that signing so you can see how they work? Take them out for coffee, get to know them a little bit. Do your due diligence with all of these people, because all of these people represent you. They represent themselves, right? But in the end, when all is said and done, they represent you. And if you can ensure a smooth and wonderful process the whole way through, and when they get their keys, when their friends are going to buy a house, when they want to sell this house, when they want to get investment property, they're still going to call you, because you weren't just a wonderful real estate agent. You also gave them the best experience they can have. Now, I want to go back to your notary. When choosing a notary, there's some things you need to understand, and a lot of people don't know this if they're not notaries. Some of your title companies require their notaries to work with them to be 2-year notaries. There are specific title companies that will not bend even for you. Even if you force it, I want this notary. If that is a title company that these loan documents are going through and they have strict rules, specifically Fidelity companies, Chicago Title, Stewart, they all have a 2-year requirement, and Chicago requires you be Fidelity approved, and you can't be Fidelity approved until you've been a notary for 2 years, and then you get Fidelity approved. It could be a roadblock for you for some of the signings that you want to do. So it's just some of those things that you need to take into consideration. Is if you want to pick a notary, you might want to pick somebody who's had some experience with these title companies and is at a 2-year mark where they can, if they're not, can be Fidelity approved. You could help that process too, by the way. But I am not a 2-year notary. I will be in February, but I have worked with Fidelity because somebody forced me on them. There's some wiggle room for you. So picking all these different people can just amplify you so much. And so I have loved meeting real estate agents in my area. And I have real estate agents who work with title companies that I don't work with yet, but we are still building relationships, because once I hit my 2 years, I'm going to get into those title offices. And once I'm there, I can work with these realtors who I've been building wonderful relationships with. And that's the same thing you should do too. So if a notary pops into your open house, don't throw away their card. Take a minute to meet them, because they're taking initiative to meet you. Take a minute to meet them. But build your team. Get started on that if you haven't already. You might be part of a real estate office that already uses this specific lender or this specific title. And unless they have some sort of written rule how you can't go outside of that, you don't have to stick with that. You can start with that, but you don't have to stick with that. Pick somebody you want to work with, right? If you ask me who my number one realtor was right now, I kind of have a hard time to answer that because I've got about 4, but I have 4. So it really depends on who you are and where you are. I have some that specialize in just Fresno. I have some that specialize in country houses. I have one that specializes in condos. I'm building a team as well, the backwards way, right? I'm not the real estate agent. I'm the notary. But anyways, I want to encourage you to do this because I think that if you didn't already know this, it's such a powerful position to be in, but it also gives you an amazing opportunity to really stretch your wings in this industry. And so if you want to talk more about this, I would love to talk to you about it. I am a Fresno County based notary. So if you are in Fresno, California, Clovis, Fresno County, Madera County, Tulare County, I'm in your neighborhood, so I'd love to hook up and just talk to you a little bit about this and talk to you about my experiences. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is down below. And I would love to hear how you're going to go about building your team. I think this is exciting stuff, and I think it could be an amazing way to launch a long-term career working with some amazing people in our industry, because there are amazing people in the real estate industry in Fresno County. And I'm so happy that you're part of it, and I can't wait to see what else you can do. So hit me up down below. And until then, I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.